Tarnished Are the Stars, written by Rosie Thor, was published by Scholastic Press on October 15th, 2019. The year is 2892. Humans have abandoned the old Earth, which was decimated by technology, and are currently attempting to terraform the new planet called Earth Adjacent to replace their generation ship called the Tower. The central conflict revolves around how banning technology causes harm, and how those with different opinions on this struggle to coexist. The story follows three different perspectives, those of Anna, Nathaniel, and Eliza. In Meccan, Anna's village, everyone is born with tarnish, heart disease, and dies without the aid of a ticker, which is a steampunk pacemaker. Anna is a mechanic under the tutelage of her grandfather, who's the town surgeon, who specializes in medical devices and helps people under the alias the technician. She is rebellious, passionate, and determined to help people no matter the cost. The main town is called the settlement and is governed by the Queen's son, the Commissioner. The Commissioner is abusive, ableist, and power-hungry. He has implemented strict laws that outlaw technology, despite knowing that it is essential to many people's survival. The Commissioner is also Nathaniel's father, the boy with a ticker of his very own. Nathaniel, desperate to prove his worth to his father, decides to find the elusive technician. Except when they meet, everything goes awry. This is when, of course, Eliza descends from the tower to marry her betrothed, Nathaniel. Eliza is so much more than a fiancée. She is also the Queen's eye. The Queen doesn't trust her son, the Commissioner, and believes he is preventing the terraforming project from being successful. Eliza is tasked with finding the Commissioner's secrets. As Anna, Nathaniel, and Eliza all come together, they quickly realize they have more in common than they knew, and together they seek to take down the Commissioner. This book builds anticipation well, but unfortunately doesn't deliver on developing its villain's motivations clearly enough to leave the reader with a satisfying ending. The majority of the action occurs within 1 week, which doesn't feel like a realistic time span to develop the trust needed between the characters to successfully pull off a coup, let alone the FF romantic relationship that develops, which plays a critical role in the plot development. We do get to spend enough time with Anna, Nathaniel, and Eliza individually to understand and empathize with them. The author employs a bit more show than tell when it comes to queer identity discussions, but as someone who is bisexual and often struggles with visibility, I understand and appreciate this choice. While the word disability is not used throughout this book, the inherent ableism that underlies the world building and central conflict make it a major theme. Anna's search for a cure is complicated by an important scene with Ruby, Anna's best friend, where they discuss consent and the different needs and wants of disabled people. This quick read will likely appeal to fans of both science fiction and fantasy, especially readers who are interested in non-romantic narratives, queer, and disability representation. It is recommended for middle school and up. There is no swearing or sex, but there is violence. Content warnings include ableism, abuse, both physical and emotional, surgery, gore, death of a child, death of a parent, and vague homophobia. The world isn't explicitly homophobic, but neither does queerness seem to be common or integrated in the world at all beyond the three main characters. The author identifies as aromantic, bi, gray, asexual, and has chronic pain, making this an own voices story on several counts.